Happy Friday, Kirk.
Well, good Friday morning to you, Jen.
Cheers.
Yes, it's the Friday before the 4th.
It is a Friday before the 4th, and by the traffic, you can tell.
It has started. Yes.
It has. What is going on around the area? Everybody knows you just did the fireworks thing
Yes.
yesterday. So if you guys missed that, check out that video for the full fireworks schedule.
Go watch the fireworks. The 4th of July is one of our best holidays. It's all about family and our country and all the good things. That's enough said. Okay.
Yes. All right. What happened real estate-wise last week? What happened closings?
Good. Well, things are picking up. They really are in almost every avenue and every bracket here. Last week we had 9 closings in what we call the Lakes area, kind of Dickinson County, and they were all single family residences, which was unique unto itself. Again, the other side of that coin, the pendings or active contingents, they've held pretty close. They're in that 60 to 70 range. So in other words, it takes a month or 2 or 3 for something to get an offer, accepted offer, and then to close. So the numbers are hanging in there. We're doing pretty good.
We had a ton of houses come on the market this week. I think it was 20 properties that came on the market. So you guys, we're here. Summer's here. Everybody was like saving till the week before the 4th to list their house, I guess. But here we are.
It's a good time.
It's a good time. And I wanted to talk kind of about, I've been working a lot with closings lately, and I've had a bunch of them. And so everybody's always asking, like, what
are the costs from the buyers and sellers standpoint?
Yeah.
So, Jen, let's start with the buyer. What costs could they or will they incur when they buy a piece of real estate?
Well, there's twofold to that question, Kirk, really, because buyers, if they're using financing, they typically go to a bank. And if you go to a bank, you have bank fees, bank closing costs, and then we also have real estate closing costs. So there's 2 sides to that coin. And the bank closing costs could be like a loan origination fees, credit score application fees, loan closing fees, an appraisal fee to get the house appraised, something like that. Now, closing fees for real estate for a buyer are not that many. It's really going to be a title opinion. And then if you choose to get an inspection, like a wood inspection or a pest inspection, home inspection, or a survey of the property, those costs also are incurred by the buyer.
Right. And then the only other one, and oftentimes the bank will take care of this, is obviously the recording fee.
Yes.
When it's all, quote, done.
Yep.
You want to make sure that's done. But 9 out of 10 times the bank does that. But if you don't have a bank loan, you're responsible for that too. Your realtor will take care of that.
Yep.
Okay. That's the buyer's half.
Buyers.
Now, let's go to the seller's scenario.
The sellers typically have more, just because they pay for the realtor fees, if they're using a realtor. So typically that's what a lot of the sellers' closing fees are going to include is the realtor fees. We've got the deed stamps. We've got the deed itself. You got to update the deed. You got to update the abstract. What else did I just say? I think
that's pretty much it. Now, if it's a condo or an association, you may have HOA or homeowners association fees
that you have to get up to date and current.
Right, and you want those as brought up to date to the date of the closing.
Yep. Or same thing like taxes or special assessments on the property. Those will be brought up to date, and those will be paid by the seller because they owned the home during that time.
Right.
But I've had a lot of people say, like, well, I don't want to pay any closing fees. I'm like, that's not an option. Buyers and sellers both have closing costs.
Right. And to be honest with you, they're negotiable.
Yes.
There's no hard and fast way of doing that. The one thing I think you hit on, and I think it's so important to say, is you've got bank closing costs and you've got real estate closing costs, and they are different. So remember that and ask questions. Ask your realtor and your banker which goes where and how and what are they. The more you talk to the professionals, the more good information you're going to get.
Yeah. And let's chat too really quickly. We've got a lot going. We've had a busy week here at the office, and we have an even busier weekend coming up.
Oh, we really do. This is pretty exciting. We have a couple brand new listings on Westlake, and first, Nick is going. Where I'm going with this is there's going to be an open house tour on Sunday, and it's going to start with Nick's at Van Steenberg Estates. And that goes from, help me out here, is it 10 to
10 to 11:30.
10 to 11:30.
Yep, 10 to 11:30.
And then somewhat overlapping, Jen has a brand new listing on Browns Bay, and that is going to start at 10:30 till noon.
Yes, correct.
So you can go to each of them individually if you want, but even better yet, if you really want to do it, go to Nick's, drive down, go to Jen's, and get a great walkthrough of two really cool listings. So we're really excited. This is the time.
The time. Well, and we have some big news next week. We've got a lot coming up here at Stoss Realty. So we know Lakeshore, guys.
Yep.
We have a lot of the Lakeshore listings.
We've got some more coming on.
Yeah.
So we'll keep you posted. You call us for any questions and information, and it'll be fun.
Yeah, have a happy and safe 4th of July weekend.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
The best to you all.